Well, Coach, that's the first time I got a chance to talk to Marcus Beer. He seems like a pretty fine young man.
He is. He's a great individual, great person. Never has any problem with him on or off the field. He's a sophomore. He's one of those guys that's got to grow up fast for us. I'm very confident that he will. He is. The sky's the limit for him as well. I mean, he can make some plays with the football in his hand.
Well, incredibly polite. Yes, sir, to me the whole time. And when I mentioned his parents, I remember, I think it was his father at the Ohio Dominican game. The restrooms were pretty long lines, and he was keeping everybody entertained during the wait. So they're really nice people, and you can tell they're real proud of their son. So
yeah, they definitely are. It's a great family, and we knew that right from the get go when we signed him. And like a lot of receivers, they're just looking for a place to go to catch a lot of footballs.
The only thing I like about him is he wears that shirt up, and that number 9 crunches, and sometimes I get that number 9 and number 8 messed up when I'm calling the game from the press box.
Well, you heard him. It's all about the looks.
It is all about the looks.
You never can tell.
Coach, Lake Erie coming in this final week of the regular season. Still hard to believe that's the final week already, but get to finish at home against a team that you guys should match up with pretty well. And Marcus alluded to the fact that how nice it would be to send these seniors out with a victory, and you mentioned it as well. Those kids have went through a lot, and the fact that those kids stuck around for all of it and are willing to finish it out, finish what they started. I think it speaks value about the character of those kids who stuck around for that.
There's no question about that. And you're talking about the Logan Snell, the Mike Virgins, Dan Pitts, who will be on the show here in a little bit. And those guys have been through some tough times. There's no question about that, and they've seen a lot of change. Not only from the coaching staffs that have changed, but the type of teammates they've had.
Sure.
Those guys I think the world of. They're good people, or they wouldn't have been around still.
Sure.
What better way to send them out of here with a victory and kind of being that stamp on the program that hey, I was part of that helped that program change.
Yeah, and we talk about Marcus and his family too. It's really nice to have a program that's got such a nice relationship with not only the player but with the players' families as well.
Yeah, I love our parents. I mean, our parents this season have been outstanding. I mean, our tailgating before every home game is getting bigger and bigger, and they're getting better at it too. When I put up this weekend, there's huge canopies and grills underneath the canopies.
That's what you want to see for sure.
Exactly, but we're working hard to build that team atmosphere here. Not only with our football players, but with their family as well. And we're heading in the right direction.
Oh, I believe so. You can see it here from the parents. The crowds of the home games have been very nice this year. The opposing coaches and their fans all comment on how much of a different atmosphere it is here. You hear from the opposing teams' radio announcers as well. Absolutely, absolutely. The Ashland guys were raving. They thought that you guys were put up as good a fight as most of the teams that they've seen this year. I mean, they had nothing but positive things to say about you guys, as has every broadcast team we've seen.
I've had a lot of compliments after the game from the other coaches. Wow, you guys fight hard all the way to the end. You guys are getting better. Hang in there. And
it's good to hear to a point, but
exactly. I mean, there's no question. Hang in there. I mean, we're fine. My confidence isn't battered at all, and I'm very encouraged. I know we're going in the right direction, but as coaches, we want to sprint all the time.
I hear you.
And we don't want to crawl or take baby steps, and that's where we're at right now. We are getting better. We know that. It's just it takes a little bit of time.
Well,
I think the Ashland AD after the game came up and told me, and he said, we were 2-8 and then 2-9, and then things started to get better for us. And he said, you guys are doing the right things. Just hang in there.
Well, we got a big one this coming week at home against Lake Erie College to finish out the season. And one of the important cogs in the effort to get that victory next week is the quarterback Dan Pitts, and he's going to join us next after this. So keep it locked here. Don't you dare go anywhere. This is the Tiffin University Football Dragon Radio Network.